part of it. We'll be right back with Rabbi Jonathan Cahn after this message. Today, there's breaking news taking place that I want to share with you. You know, and it seems like every one of our guests, and during the conference especially, all of our guests are saying we're in the Third World War. They're not saying it's coming. They're saying we're in it. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Not only in Brussels did they bomb the airport and they bombed the subway. There is a headline today.
Yes, it says Brussels attacks. Nuclear officer found dead and his security pass has been stolen. Now, they shut down the pass just to put that at rest, that they shut that down. It says Brussels bombers had been plotting to create a radioactive dirty bomb that would scatter nuclear material in a crowded public place.
And so that is what ISIS is planning to do. This is what our enemies are planning to do. Here's a headline. U.S. State Department issues travel alert, warns of possibility for near-term attacks throughout Europe. Europe, some people feel Europe has already fallen.
Yeah.
They feel like they've already taken over Europe. And
it's almost as if it's an extension of the Middle East. They're calling it Europa now. And it's creating alertness for everybody, including the United States citizens, where it says U.S. citizens should exercise vigilance when in public places or using mass transportation. The alert said, be aware of immediate surroundings and avoid crowded places. Exercise particular caution during religious holidays and at large festivals. And they say that this warning expires on June 20th. So it's not just a weekend type of thing.
You know, to be ready for these events, because the Bible tells us that these things are going to happen in the last days. It says, for nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines, epidemics, earthquakes. All these are the beginning of sorrows. These wars and rumors of wars are the beginning of sorrow. All that's going on right now. And I urge you to be ready to have lights, to have power. And when you order your generator, you get the bonus of the solar panel. And that's a $500 solar panel you get with it for a gift of just $1,784. This is the best deal we've ever given.
The best. And the 20-foot solar extension cord, which is a retail value of $50 by itself.
And you get the electric cord, too, that you can plug it into the electricity and charge it up, pre-charge it as well.
Right.
Of course, the big thing is use this cord. You put it in. You can put this panel, open that panel double, will you? This is a double panel. You can carry it around like a suitcase, but you can set that, and it has little legs that you can tilt it back. And I've used it in my living room.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, that's how I use it most of the time.
Just put it in front of a window, have the sun beam in at it, and you can charge your generator.
And then you can run it outside if you want to with this cord.
And it's so easy to carry. I mean, you can literally just fold it up, and it comes with a little handle, and it just carries like a briefcase, just like that.
This device is your own power plant. It gives you power to run your television, to run a refrigerator a couple hours a day to keep your food from defrosting. It will run your power tools. It runs so many things. And if you don't have one of the heating blankets, if you're in the cold country, that would keep you alive.
That's right.
And then every day you can charge back up, not going down to the gas station and get gas. That's not your fuel. Your fuel is the sun up in the sky. And this panel will pick up the sunshine and turn it into fuel with this wonderful fuelless generator.
And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that they can actually plug in 3 solar panels to this unit. 3. And if you have 3 solar panels plugged into this unit at one time, you can charge the entire unit in 2 hours.
And if you want to order an extra one, this carries like this, and it is an amazing little device. It snaps together, unfolds. It has legs in the back, and then here in the front of the generator, there is, right here, there is 3 plugs. And you plug into there order them for $450 each.
That's right.
That's
$450.
right.
They retail for $500 a piece, but we're going to be offering them one for a donation of $450, and we're throwing in as an additional special bonus the 20-foot solar extension cord.
That's
so
right.
you get two.
That's a $50 cord.
Yeah, so you could get two of these and two extension cords for $900.
So, but if you're ever going to get ready, you need to get ready before the crisis takes place.
That's right.
If we are in World War III, have you prepared? Have you prepared for World War III? General Boykin says we're in Third World War. But go to your phone right now and be prepared. You can call us at 1-888-988-1588, and we'll send you your generator. Remember, you get the power panel with it. You get the cords for the power panel.
Yes.
You get the electric cord for
plugs
the
right into
plug
your
into your wall to charge it up. And if you order this week, they're still in the warehouse. They have the bonus. I call it the grab and go bag deal, because this is where I put mine. If this comes free with it, a whole pack of food.
72 hours of food for two people.
Yeah. And it's really 44 hours, I think, totally of food.
That's right.
For one person.
144 hours. And, and it comes with the most incredible gourmet food. This is the gourmet deluxe emergency food, and also comes with a complete cooking toolkit as well. A cooking pot, a foldable grill, even a fork and a spoon that folds up almost like a Swiss Army knife, but it comes to be a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and even a little measuring cup and everything.
Those would be great items to put in your grab-and-go bag, and everybody should have one, and if you don't, you need to get one started. But you do this, and in this bonus food, that's a lot of food. You know what this food would be worth? This would be like having a packet of gold.
Oh, absolutely.
When food's gone.
Yeah.
Order today while the bonuses are still in stock. There's plenty of in stock today, but they're not going to last much longer, because literally hundreds and hundreds every day of these units are being shipped out because people are being,
getting prepared,
getting ready for something to happen, because they know. The people in the know there's too many voices crying out. And the generators are in stock. The solar panels in stock. Everything's ready to go. So just give us a call, or you go to our website
at jimbakershow.com, or you can call us at 1-888-988-1588, or you can write us at P.O. Box 7330, Branson, Missouri 65615.
And lately in our lives, Lori, how many times in the last year have we said, "Dear God in heaven, there's a complete cycle, a circle. Somebody we met 20 years ago or 5 years ago, and they come back into our life." Just like Howard and Leanne, who are parents at Lori's house.
Right.
And Ricky, you're going to college at Christ for the Nations. And I spoke there, I don't know how many years ago that was back there.
1998. When you
Oh, Lori remembers everything.
I just know,
Women remember everything.
I just know dates.
Things they should forget, women remember. And Howard and Leanne are the house parents here today. And they do everything. I mean, they're amazing. They were in that crowd, and I said, anybody here can come and live with us at the Dream Center. And so then they came and helped us do our ministry at the Dream Center.
Yes.
And then they went another direction from there, and we went another direction. And a year or so ago, they came through here on their way somewhere else. And God spoke to me that they were supposed to be here. So I'm trying to teach something a little bit. It's about what you're teaching us today. And God has the plan.
Yes.
God has it. You may not even know it. And so right now, there was a big missing piece right there we needed at that moment, and God sends them back into our life from many years ago, 18 years ago maybe, that far back. And it circles back. in that great big thread that God has weaving out your beautiful tapestry of your life, He brings it back into being. It is so powerful. And I'm going to ask Dino. Dino, I was in my early 20s when he came to CBN with Catherine Kuhlman.
Right.
And we've met over the years. We knew each other, but yet we didn't, because we're always on stage, or, all the appearances and all. He was at CBN, TVN, PTL, all through the life. And so here he is back again, here, and I'm 110, and
Oh,
I just
boy.
feel like that today. But, the circle,
Yeah.
the plan that God has for you. And what did He say? He said it's a good plan.
Yes.
Oh, I need that. I need to
Yes.
know. I can rest, Rabbi, if I know He's got the plans.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
If you know the end of the story,
Right.
if you know the end of the story, that changes how you live the whole story.
That's right.
Because that determines everything you do now. Absolutely.
And Dino's going to do a song that I'm going to pick it, Dino, so forgive me.
I hope I know it.
We'll change it. It's a song that really was a big hit years ago. It's called the Chariots of Fire. Do you know that one?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you know that one.
Jim, I was
But
thinking.
the reason I want to do that, because it's a race.
Yeah.
And every time the movie, you remember the movie, The Chariots of Fire?
Yeah.
And every time I hear that sound that your piano makes, and you make, and I'm racing with them. You can, you know it's right. And that's what this life is such about. We're running a race. And to thank God, He's got the path there. And I want to tell you, when God says do something,
Right.
you need to start doing it.
Yes.
Because you get in trouble when you don't listen when God says do this.
That's right.
God has a plan. And that's why it's important. And when the circle comes back, and you're back to where you started sometimes, and you're back to, and you say, wow, God had me on this path all this time. And then He brings me back to this point where miracles begin to happen. By the way, the generators are in stock. They're there. The panels are there. This is the lowest they've ever been priced. And if you want them, and what I've done is I bought 6 of these things, and I put them on the roof and of the house. And I am so thrilled to have it there, because I like it all set up like that. And now you can order these and put them up on your roof. But you have to plan ahead. Up here in the hills, they used to say, the roof was leaking. And they'd say, why didn't you fix the roof? Well, it wasn't leaking anymore. So when the sun's shining, you don't fix the roof. And then when it's raining, it's too wet. You can't go up and fix the roof. But you can't wait till the storm comes. You have to be prepared ahead of time. Make up your mind. You're going to begin to obey what God says. And we're being prepared. And the Lord has just pushed us on. And we still have so much more that we need to do at our own home to be prepared. You think we'd be the perfect ones prepared. But there's always something. And we're going to start. I'm going to have John Shorey come back. And we're going to talk about the things you forgot.
The practical.
The stuff the normal stuff you forgot. Stuff that you're going to need.
Right.
That you don't. So be prepared. When God said, Noah, build the ark, I don't know how long he argued. I don't see him arguing, but he must have said, what's an ark, first of all? But he built the ark by God's orders, God's pattern. God had the pattern. God told him how to build it. And he built that ark to the saving of his household.
Right.
And there's people that God is trying to get you to build your house, build your ark, put in the food, and we're not going to be prepared. And those are going to be the greatest regrets you could ever have in the world.
Yeah.
Let's let's be prepared. Let's be prepared. Chariots of Fire, one of the great songs of all. Dino, your show starts in a few days at the King's Palace or something, right?
King's Castle.
Oh, the King's Castle. Well, Palace
And
Castle.
I'm doing, like I've never done before, a year-round show. It's not just like a seasonal show that I've done for 25 years. Now,
Why in the world are you going back on stage? You just told us your age this week, so we know you're not a kid, but you look like
I feel
a kid,
like
right?
a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're going back with a full-fledged show?
Yeah, full-fledged. Yeah, and we are doing 4 shows a week.
Is it the
At
Dino
King's-
show?
It's the Dino, and Cheryl, of course, will be singing, and we got dancers.
And she's got her new CD out now, I
She
understand.
does, yeah. But it's the King's Castle.
Broadway of
You know, I was
Branson.
sitting here thinking about, here's Rabbi and Jim and Lori and all these amazing people that come to Branson, of all places. Isn't it awesome that we live in Branson?
Yes.
And so you can come here. And I was thinking about the perfect plan. It's the perfect plan
Yeah,
that he has for us.
he
Yes.
does.
And when I sit down, and it applies to music too, Rabbi, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I'm learning a new piece, when I look at it first, it looks like it's all over the place, you know. But there's a plan to it, you know. And when you start putting the keys together and the chords together, it becomes, at the end, it becomes the Chariots of Fire, you know, or He Touched Me, or some of these songs that I've been playing and we've been singing for years. But God does have the perfect plan. And I'm so glad that He brought us back to Jim and Lori. And so many years we hadn't seen them. And then we met here in Branson. Remember the day? I'll never
Yes.
forget. And Jim goes, "You still remember me?" And I said, "Jim, of course I do." How can you forget Jim Baker? You know, you've been amazing all these years. But you've blessed all of us. So this is for you because it was at PTL that I first played Chariots of Fire. You introduced it.
My land.
Wow.